move to the other side. Xian trying to challenge. Getting countered. That's bullshit. Punish.
Oh, he's Kbrad.
Same side. I can't believe I didn't know about dash through and then the other block.
What's going on, ladies and gents? Your man FGC Gama, and I'm here with a man that needs no introduction. Wolfkrone. What's going on, sir? How you doing, man?
I'm doing okay, doing good.
Man, you just came off a huge win, big win. How you feeling, man? Let's talk about that. How you feeling right now?
I mean, I'm grateful and glad that I made it to the playoffs.
Absolutely, man. You had to face Xian. He beat you the first time. You had a 2-0 lead. He came back, and it felt like it was almost about to happen again. So, what were your thoughts going into that last match?
I just had to play more solid because, like, the first game I got too eager to get in and get my way, and so this time I had to, you know, take a step back just a little bit and play this. Like I said, play more solid. Like, just take a step back and
and you certainly
approach them like a different way.
Right. You definitely did that because obviously you won.
Tries to dash through, is met with a roundhouse. And this is not looking good right now for Xian. And still no beat. Oh, and that's going to be what? We got a taunt! We got a taunt!
And right before you won, I peeped that little taunt that you did.
Yeah, because I did that taunt because the first game I felt like he didn't deserve to beat me. Like, I felt that inside. I truly felt that because the only thing that he did was the kunai mix-up after the EX one, after you toss it. The mix-up is damn near unblockable. Yeah. And like, it's very hard for a lot of characters to deal with. I don't know how I managed to block it the second time, thank God, but that kunai mix-up is I feel like the only reason he beat me.
And that's exactly what we were talking about in the stands. I was like, how is this dude blocking these mix-ups? Insane. Did you get any practice with any Ibuki plays? Like, how in the world did you practice for that matchup?
I recommend everyone play CFN because that's where I get all of my experience, and like that's the place to go if you want experience and you want to level up. CFN is the way to go, I feel. Yeah,
man. So you still repping online. Speaking of which, Pork Loaf King, you're one of the original online warriors. You know, there was a time in the FGC where people would look down on online players, right? And there was like a distinction between the offline tournament players and the online players. And you're one of those guys that made it clear that, look, I could play online and still go offline and whoop your butt. So how did that happen? Like, how did you make that transition to being able to be really good online and still come to tournaments and do your thing?
Because, I mean, I think in Street Fighter 4, online is definitely more viable because the connections are a lot better compared to how they previously were, like in Street Fighter 4. So I can see why some people like badmouth online. They probably didn't have the best connection with people. But with Street Fighter 5, you can definitely grind it out online. You know, the majority of the time, the connections are good if you have good internet. So,
all right, cool.
That's how I mean, to be honest, like, CFN is so good, it almost feel like offline at times. So.
Right. So your connection is crazy then, right? You got a good connection. And now, speaking of Street Fighter 5, a lot of players are like, you know, it's mixed reviews. Some players hate the game, some players love it, some players feel like it needs a lot of changes. How do you feel about the game?
I want the Ibuki's kunai mix-up taken out the game because that shouldn't be the only reason why people win. But other than that, and the changes with Gao, I'm glad are happening because I don't like that character. But I mean, as far as the game, I like it. It's fun. I really can't complain about too much except for those characters.
Yeah. And how do you feel about Laura? Any buffs, nerfs, or you think
she's taking an Oki nerf. They're taking off one frame, so I can't do certain setups anymore. It's definitely going to hurt her mix-up game, and, you know, her meta after she knocks someone down.
Right.
That's pretty much what's going to happen to her.
Okay. All right, cool. So you know, I gotta ask you this question. This is the question on everybody's mind, man. Where did you get that hat?
This which one? The Street Fighter 5 hat or the E-League?
No, the E-League hat. The E-League hat.
They shout outs to ELEAGUE for this godlike apparel. Appreciate it. They gave me the hookup. They gave me a nice duffel bag. You know, they look out for you when you come. I really appreciate it. Like, when I got in my hotel room, they had gifts waiting on me. I had, like, people brought up the gifts. I really appreciate it.
Okay, man, definitely. Now, I kind of was trolling though, because the real question that was on everybody's mind. There's been some time that passed, but I still just want to ask you, because the guy that I'm going to bring up He's very vocal, talks a lot. He did a 2-hour stream explaining his side of the story. Just want to know briefly, man, like what's going on with you and this guy, Kbrad?
So, like I said before, the only reason, like, I never really liked Kbrad from the start, but what really set it off was that that interview that was on Capcom Pro Talk,
right?
And he was pretty much giving a list of players that were overrated, and he listed me as one of them.
Right.
And I'm like, how can this dude say anything? He doesn't win any tournament. He doesn't win anything. He just talks.
Right.
And he said I was one of the overrated players when I actually have results to back up my gameplay.
Yeah.
So I'm figuring like, how can he say this? You know, like he's the biggest. You know what I mean? He loses all the time. Like I could, you know, why does your judgment matter? It doesn't matter. Like dude's a scrub.
You know, I definitely just wanted to kind of hear your side of the story because, like I said, you know, Kbrad is very vocal. He gets to speak out, and you don't speak out too much. So I wanted to give you the platform to kind of vent and share with the people what you feel is going on.
Well, like for the most part, I'm a nice guy, you know, decent guy. But I mean, if you give me a reason, to hate you, I mean, like I really don't really have beefs with people unless you give me a reason to. I mean, I never really said nothing to him until he said that. I mean, I never liked him from the get-go, but I never said anything. Right. But he gave me ammo once he said that.
I see. So it doesn't look like this feud is going to end anytime soon, right?
Well, I'm not worried about that.
Not even worried about it.
He should the only reason why he did somewhat good, like I said, at final rounds, because he had the crowd, But as a player, like he's a low-level player. Like he's not a contender. He's not a contender for me. I've always beaten him in the past. If you look at Street Fighter 4, pretty much every time I always beat him. Every time.
Yeah.
And so that's why I was so shocked when he said that. I'm like, how are you going to say this?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I beat you all the time.
Wow.
And you want to talk? Yeah. I mean, I guess like when Street Fighter 5 came, he acted like he forgot, like because I was losing that first year.
Yeah.
I was trying to figure out the new. Everyone was trying to figure out Street Fighter 5, and I was losing a lot. So he acted like he forgot because I beat him at Frosty Frostings.
Yeah.
And like he want to act like, oh, I'm not used to losing to you. Like you lose all the time. Like stop. Like, come on now.
Okay. Well, you know what? On a much lighter note, right? Let's talk about ELEAGUE a little bit. This is a tournament that you guys have never been to or anything like this. What are your thoughts so far about the whole event?
I really love ELEAGUE. Thank you, ELEAGUE, for this great opportunity. Like I really appreciate it. Just being considered for this. I mean, I like it. They take care of you as a player, which I really appreciate. Like they provide everything for you. You know, they wait on you when you need to be waited on. Like they're really helpful. The staff is really helpful. Like they chauffeur you from place to place. They like provide flight, hotel. Like they really pamper you as a player, and I really like that.
Fully accommodating, right? And then final question, man. 30 years of Street Fighter. This is the 30th year anniversary. What does Street Fighter mean to Wolfkrone? I mean, I like Street Fighter. I mean, I really can't answer that. Like, I mean, I like Street Fighter. What does it mean to me? Yeah, it's it's just a fighting game that I enjoy a lot, and yeah, that's pretty much it. I just enjoy it. Like, Fair enough, man. Fair enough. And congratulations again on your win. I hope you do well for the rest of the tournament. And again, it's your boy FGC Gama signing out with FGC News. Thank you, man.